Aaron on the dealer button here with the ace of spades, queen of diamonds. I'm going to raise it up. Very good hands. Scott in the small blind. Is our clear shortest stack now on 80 million. And a pretty big disadvantage. It's kind of like Aaron and Adrian are tied in second. Big Hooney, the chip leader, with a ton of chips. And Scott on the shorter stack now, 80 million. It's about 16 blinds for now. Raise and take it. Four-handed here. They're playing for a lot of money, to be honest. The difference between fourth place and first place is, what, 700,000, looks like? 800,000? Difference between, yeah, I think it's 800,000 between fourth and first on the line, so it's a lot. We got sub hype coming in. It's Blake dropping the sub with the Twitch Prime. Thank you very much. It's Blake for your support of the channel, my friend. I appreciate that. Get some hearts in the chat for the new subscriber, everyone. Thank you, man. Sub number 6 on the day. Thanks for the love of the show, dude.
Aaron in the cutoff, 13.
Aaron raising it up to 13 million. Big Hooney in the big blind. Surely going to continue here with the Queen Jack. Can put so much pressure on Aaron. And has a very playable hand. Goes for the call. So we're going to go to a flop here.
The big Queen Jack.
Thank you, it's Blake. 5-7-9 with 2 hearts.
7-5.
Both players have missed. Aaron has the best hand with a king high, but it's probably not going to come down to who has the best hand at showdown here. Could, but not likely.
Quite a scary number with the 5 pair.
All in sweat for a bounty. Aces lose to the Queen 10-6-5. Yikes. And then here back on our table, it might actually just get the showdown here. Aaron's probably going to win the spot once it's checked to the river. So yeah, looks like Aaron's just going to get to check it down with the King Jack and win. So there you go.
You have a real hand. I was like, man, without there's a real hand on this one and not all that down there. Jack would have been bad. Any jack.
Hello, all. What's up, Junior Pete? How's it going, man? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you in the building. Hope all is well. We are final 4 here of this Caribbean poker party. Been casting this for the last several weeks. It's gonna be nice to get to the conclusion and see a champion. It'll be fun, man. Sub hype coming in. Zach 2886. What's up, Zach? 4.5 year resub. We're talking 54 months. How many babies is that now? 54. That's 6 babies, dude. We have 6 kids, Zach. Too much. This is too many kids. No offense to any of you out there that have 7. 6 is a lot. Thank you very much for the 54 months, man. Welcome back to the team. Hearts out in chat as we're 3 ways to flop here. Thank you, dude.
10-10-8. Not going to be an action here.
Really appreciate that. Hope all is well, Zach. And things are going well with you in life and stuff. It's raining in Edinburgh. It is. Or at least it was. No one has anything, actually. Ace high is winning right now. Can't feel too good, but it's got the best of it. 6 ball on the river. Can you believe it? Ace 7 is the best hand. Ace high is going to win here. If it gets to showdown, and it probably will. Check, check, check. Ace high.
Ace high.
Ace high. How does nobody hit a pair? And I have both little cards.
That's what I'm saying, man. How does no one hit?
What is a pair?
Storm is coming tomorrow, batten down the hatches. Is that true? Let me see. Edinburgh weather. There's definitely yikes out there right now. Looks like we have rain for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. At least it's 9 degrees today, 11 degrees tomorrow. That's the dream. And then 4 degrees Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 5 on Thursday, 8 on Friday, 8 on Saturday. Wind and snow disruption in Edinburgh and Lothians.
What a decision it was.
Well, it's only 2 degrees. How is it going to get snow if 2 degrees is the forecast?
I'm going to go slightly larger.
Yep,
size.
okay. We've got some yellow warnings
Shallow stack in
tonight for the weather. That means we're socked in, chat.
the small.
Uh-oh.
He's going to come along.
Aaron has got a troublesome hand here. Ace-10 suited in the small blind against Big Hooney's Ace-Jack on the button. We can see Big Hooney is dominating, so let's see what happens. A yellow weather warning for wind and rain is the deal. All right. Wind
Ace
and
five
rain
four,
coming up.
trouble for Aaron. Cooney out kicking him on this ace.
This is not very good. Aaron is in danger here. Top pair, 10 of clubs kickers. Got to feel pretty good about his hand. 36 million in the middle, and Chris Big Hooney loves the spot as well on this ace 5-4. Four left. Go Moneymaker. We're going to have a champion in less than 2 hours, man. Less than 2 hours, we're going to have a winner of this tournament, so we're going to get to the end of it pretty quickly. Playground represent, right? De La Pierre 420. The Playground poker hat. It's a good-looking hat, man. There's no question about it.
The idea here is to try and play small pots out of position against the chip leader on the final. Really feeling pretty sick.
Aaron has check raised to 42 million. Action back on Big Hooney now.
5 ace 4.
A very interesting development because he likes his hand. He thinks he's got the best hand, but Aaron could actually maybe get Chris to fold if he plays it very aggressively on turns and rivers here. Like 6 of diamonds.
Cooney's lucky
Neither
stars.
player likes this card, right?
Aaron just has to stop.
Potential flush gets there and potential straights get there. If Aaron bets,
Cannot be ahead now.
he's going to get Chris to fold a better hand, but it's check, I'm sure.
Well, Cooney was kind of a fun decision. He could start turning time to
I'm
a
sure it's a check.
block. Yeah, with the jack of
Yep.
diamonds. I
We're going to the river.
think check to showdown.
5 of diamonds.
Another diamond on.
Big Hooney's got the best hand. Does Aaron bluff his hand? No. Check. Check. That's it.
Surprisingly, win it.
Aces and 5s with the jack kicker. Big Hooney is on 509 million. Aaron down to 176.
Brody, I don't even know what to do today. Like, it's just absolutely
Yeah, there's just
ridiculous.
strong winds the next 4 days. Our house is super windy here as well, chat, by the way.
Blinds going up. 3 million, 6 million. Scott down to just
As
12.
here we are, final 4. Scott Wellenbach on 12 blinds.
Back below Mateus. He has 29 bigs. Mateus himself 32. Hooney.
Not many. Aaron Van Blarkham on 29 blinds. Adrian Mateus on 32. So they're basically tied for second. Then Big Hooney's got all the chips.
And of course, $1.35 million.
All of the chips.
Bill Blaze, Oleg Manzuk. Finishing in 5th and 6th. Oleg with that rather unfortunate missing action.
We're going to have wind gusts of 49
Jam
knots, man.
4-5 suit from the small.
Yikes.
Yeah, just be glad you didn't lose more, really. That was that flop. You could lose.
Seems like that's the biggest projection, but
I'm not just gonna give them to you just 'cause I got an ace, but it depends. I felt like whenever you called there, you had an ace. I was just hoping it wasn't that ace.
90 kilometers per hour wind gusts. I've had worse at home, but it's not going to be peaceful. Reason to value flush draws, lol, from Le Flamart. I mean, sometimes in these spots when you flop top pair, you can't actually check raise, and it's been something that happens a lot more nowadays. The ace 10, like he ended up being against ace jack, but a lot of the time he's going to be up against a lot of worse hands, and you can get value from them. So I understand what he's going for, but it was just like a perfect setup there. What made you move to Scotland? My fiance is from Yorkshire, so like North England. We'd never been to Scotland before. Seemed like a nice adventure, but close enough for her to go home, because she's got to have an ear surgery with the public health care here, so she's on the wait list for that. And when she recovers, she's not going to be able to fly for 2 months. And like, so we needed to be within a train distance of her home, and Scotland seemed like a nice place. So it was just like, let's do it. Edinburgh sounds good. Mateos, kings and threes with the queen kicker here. Pretty good hand. And Aaron has nothing. The 10 high.
I don't think Aaron has anything to call with. That's the question. Goes big. Aaron posturing. 10 high. I'm not going to put another chip in this pot.
Mateos takes it down. Nothing new there. But thank you all for tuning in and checking out the show today. We are going to be playing some online poker. We have the KO series going on in Party Poker, plus the Twitch Open, which starts up in an hour and a half. So we're going to be playing both of those tonight. I'm already in a KO series on the side, trying to pick up chips. Grow a stack for you guys when we start. I'm not being very successful so far. I'm trying though. So it's gonna be nice to play a bit tonight, and then tomorrow we have a full online poker day as well, where we're gonna be playing a bunch of the KO series, a 2100 and a 1K tomorrow. So some very high stakes action. Should be fun. Looking forward to it. What's up, Matty Betts? Loving the commentary. I'm currently on the way to a live home game. Time to show him who's the best. Matty Betts, I like where your confidence is at going into this game. Show him what's up. Let him know. Hey, Matty Betts is here to play. Bring the heat. And scoop all those chips, man. Good luck, bro. Have a good time. Have a good time, man.
Five-handed. Go down to small blinders to big blind ante. Rather than a full big blind. Only with a queen in
Big Honey with the queen deuce is going to call, and Aaron in the big blind has a similar pretty trashy hand here, four-handed. You know how it is. I do, Matty. I do. Get stacked. I mean, good luck, Kappa. All right, Wrecked Bink. All right, bro. Are you on my table? Are you Tilted Monkey, Wrecked Bink? Is that how it is?
queen high, best here.
Because I am playing with a friend of the stream in the Omaha. So it might be you. Oh, you're talking to Matty Betts. I get it. I get it. I was confused. I understand what's going on now, I think. Great commentary, brother. Thank you, Drew the Boss. On my way down to LAPC Jack Stack event, 200K guarantee. Wish me luck. Everyone's on their way to stack some fools in the world. Drew the Boss, 650. Get it done, my friend. The LAPC. I'd love to play that event one day because I've heard great things about it, but I've never had the opportunity to play a tournament in LA before. So have a good time, Drew the Boss. Crush it. And yeah, make it day 2. Let me know. Let me know how it goes. Adrian Mateos, let's go with the Queen 8. Mr. Big Hooney. Jack Deuce on the button. He is the chip leader, could put pressure on the shorter stacks. His hand sucks, but it doesn't really matter. You'll click it up to 13 million. Aaron folds.
Getting
And
ever
now
shorter,
Scott
below the 10 big blind mark. Full
gonna
handed.
let go of the same hand as well, Jack Deuce.
Starts to bite very hard.
You can tell it's windy because my door is like suctioning in and out. What's happening in Edinburgh, like any big games, tourneys, etc. from Peak Roof? I haven't played any live poker since I've been here at Peak Roof, to be honest. Last time I played live poker was about a year ago. Last time I played a hand of cards in a live setting. Pretty crazy to think, but true. I'm just focusing on the stream as much as I can. In the actual city of Edinburgh, there's rugby going on right now.
This one, not going to be a hand against follow, even though it's 2.5x. Green 10 suited, obviously good enough to take.
England versus Scotland in the Six Nations.
Yeah, 190 bet.
So we're Queen 10 against A4 here.
Jack 7-8 only takes the lead, but
England's up
more than
10-3.
ever connects with Mateus, given the race size pre and the situation with Scott.
Which is too bad for Scotland, you know.
Does connect with him this time.
You know what the next big live event is on at Dusk Till Dawn? Down for the next one from Matty Betts. I don't know Dusk Till Dawn's specific schedule, actually.
I don't know what he's waiting on, but he's waiting.
Aaron's mic is still on.
Could probably find it out. Dusk Till Dawn schedule.
He's stabbing now. A little bit of protection.
It has the weekly schedule.
Can't see the
Like the
text
Super
or-
50 is going on. Someone was saying they're playing the Super 50 starting this week.
Especially to Hooney.
In terms of like a big event, I see a lot of this Super 50,
There by the river.
50-pound tournaments. I don't know when the next big one is scheduled, though. I don't see anything in March yet, so maybe to be determined, man.
Means
The old guy only has like 60 or 70K. but
So
he-
Mateos has the 2 pair, and Chris has just a pair of 8s here. Mateos considering on the end whether to bet or check.
round, so I'm just gonna try to let him blind out.
he is going
And
to
then once
lead.
it gets up to 800,
It's
I'll
33 million
Just over
with
half.
the 2 pair.
hammer and everything. Yeah, the other dude's super tight. He's not playing hands with hands. Yeah. I'm just gonna try to beat the big dude. I'm just gonna hammer everything.
Party Poker Live event. I can check you the schedule on that. Let me see. So, and a fold with the 8-4. Good fold. EAPT Minsk is going on right now. Million South America, the 6th to the 16th of February is happening right now. It's quite a long flight to South America, so if you're not already there, I would get going right away. WPT Germany is happening as well, the 9th to the 23rd of February at Razvodov Casino. Sochi Festival Winter Edition, the 17th to the 24th of February. WPT Deep Stacks Paris, the 27th of February to the 1st of March. And the FPF Grand Final Paris as well, 3rd to the 8th of March.
Game plan is.
So yeah, if you just go to partypokerlive.com, there's all the tournaments from the different tours and different buy-ins around the world and stuff. So you have all the info you need there to like pick a live stop. But the Millions this year is going to be pretty interesting. Millions Vegas, Millions Cyprus, Super High Roller Series Sochi, South America,
Aaron,
Millions London, Millions Online, and the Caribbean Poker Party. Millions London is probably my best shot at playing a tourney this year. Be pretty fun. I live not far from Edinburgh, Cumbernauld. Never heard of Cumbernauld, so I'm gonna look it up on a map now. See if I can figure out where it is.
Did y'all put anything inside of this? Like, the heck? I'm trying to cut down costs.
Oh yeah, okay. About halfway between Edinburgh and Glasgow. I probably took the train through there, right? Yeah, I'm sure I did. Anyways, picking up the action. Big Hooney with the worst hand in poker in the small blinds. But all the chips. So let's see what he likes to do. What up, B-Car? What's up, yo?
Here, make it easy.
Excuse me a little
Yeah,
bit.
there you go. Yeah, no problem.
Didn't know if I didn't have enough.
Gotcha.
We are chilling. It's actually a Glenboig.
Wow, limping in the
Okay.
7 deuce. This is slap in the face to Aaron.
Oh, a little closer to Glasgow as well.
So you can play this hand post flop.
Nice. Solid. I'd love to explore those places. So windy, can't hear sheet.
Just over 20 bigs.
Yeah, bro. It is very windy in here as well. My door's bouncing around. It's all over the place. Big Hooney's got the best hand with 7 high. I think it's going to win here. It's going to win. Value bet.
I think like
World famous for Cole. Okay, yeah. I see the Carrick Football Club. Glenboig Christian Fellowship.
You got like 40.
The Big Shop.
So 50.
Bar and Grill.
Grays.
Glenboig Community Center. It's, you know, you guys got some things going on. A little town.
Is this your biggest win, sir?
Marinos. Hot Spot. Fish and chips. Got ice cream, though, too.
This year? Ooh, nice.
It's been a good year in the Bahamas for me.
Yeah, me too.
Bahamas rake.
I'm doing all right.
All of us. Yeah.
We're all.
25K
There's not
already.
one of us doing all right. Not bad. Yeah.
Big Hooney going to let it go there. Ace 9 for Aaron in the small blind, who has 121 million.
This will be a jam.
Blinds are 3 million, 6 million. So Aaron's got about 20 blinds. He shoves it all in with this Ace 9 action on Scott, who has 40 million. And Queen 5. Not a great hand. But let's see. Byron with the 29-month resub. Welcome back to the team, Byron. Thank you very much. Hearts out in the chat for a big-time supporter. We got an all-in and call. 4-handed here. Scott calls it off for about 7 blinds.
Stand.
He is 25 years old now.
Jack 6-7 on the flop.
Scott.
Jock 7-7, I should say. 97 million in the middle. Scott's going to need a queen or a 5, or we are down to 3 players.
So the PCA.
22% to survive.
He wants to make the podium again.
To the turn. 4 of spades. That's not it.
Spade rolls off.
Just 14% for Scott. Wellenbach, 6 outs, or Aaron is going to get all those chips, and we go 3-handed.
5.
4 on the river will not do it. GG to Scott Wellenbach out in 4th place.
Scott is off.
Aaron
Place
Van
finisher.
Blarken picking up a huge pot
What a
there.
guy, What a player.
Takes him up to 175 million.
Takes home
We're down to 3. We can see Scott Wellenbach taking home 650,000 for his result there. And my understanding from the chat is that Scott Wellenbach donates his profits in poker to charity. I remember that being a story with the PCA main event or something like that, so I can't confirm in that. I haven't spoken to him, but some of you are saying that in the chat, so it seems to be a very generous
third and
person, someone to root for. GG to Scott.
just.
To get down to 50.
So we are now 3-handed, and what a final 3 it is.
50 payout.
Adrian Mateos in the middle of the table. We have Chris Hunnichin, Big Hooney, and Scott Van Blarken. 3 left. I can see stuff blowing around on our roof right now.
Game started. I'm gonna knock you out quick.
Start with your neighbor.
Am I the big one?
I know he's the toughest one, but start with him. I have no idea at this point, man.
Chris with 528 million.
Let y'all know. It's looks
Let it go with the 8-6.
175.
Aaron, the dealer button with 8s. Now, there is no small blind here, so it's just a dealer button and then big blind, and then it'll reset after this.
It's one big blind.
I have 519. Yeah. You? 240? And how much you have?
Aaron raised it up to 19 million.
Over 3x.
These players are playing for a lot of money, man. There is a lot on the line. Byron, thanks again for that sub, by the way, man.
Strong hand.
I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well today. 830,000 for third place, 1,050,000 for second, and 1.35 million for first.
Seems that way.
So they're all guaranteed 830K. But there's still, what, 520,000 to play for, three-handed here? Like $500,000 between the three of them
Mateus
is the
pair of
difference.
I don't think so, bro. 3, 24, 6, 84, 430, 50, 70,
He
90.
checks his 2 now.
Aaron Van Blarken, not Scott. Yeah, my bad. Sorry about that. Aaron Van Blarken.
11, 13, 15, 519.
He's gonna bet. Goes big as always. 25 million.
So Aaron is going to bet on the Jack 7-5. Adrian Mateos has flopped a flush draw and a pair. So there's some options here as to how to play it. Could just play it very aggressively, go for the check raise, or call as well. I mean, the 5 has some showdown value here too.
Prepared to call.
It's a call, 3 on the turn. Aaron's still got the best of it.
Theoretical call, but
And probably a check-check situation, I would guess. Aaron doesn't necessarily want to get multiple streets of value with his 8s. Would like to play a small pot.
check.
Ace on the river, ace of hearts.
Mateus to bluff.
Not a card that helps Adrian Mateos. He's got to decide, do I turn my 5 into a bluff or just try and show down?
Flop it.
I think showdown is probably the standard play, and Aaron's going to want to show down here also. Mateos, let's go.
Switch
Muck's
stacks.
the worst hand, and Aaron picks up a nice one there.
Second chips Mateus third.
What's up, Stevie? How's the stream been? It's been good, man. It's been good. My teammate DW Stevie in the chat, you guys. If you haven't checked him out, make sure you do. We are final 3 here in this Caribbean poker party. We're like about 37 of 38 hours into broadcasting this tournament. So it's a bittersweet moment for it to come to an end, but it's been a lot of fun, man. It's been good. I'm looking forward for a fresh tournament and a fresh set of players, you know? Twitch Open starting up pretty soon. Got the KO series already on the go on the side. It's been a good day, man.
Woo, woo. That's a big hand for three-handed. The monster. It's funny, there's 3 people at the table and neither one of us have average stack. We got 100,000 less than average.
You gonna find that funny, huh?
Yeah. Hey, you knocked out all those people. I'm all right with it. I'm
Yeah,
fine. You
for
knocked out
sure.
like 2 people with fucking sixes.
Yeah, that was the hand of the day.
Yeah, I'll take it. It moved me up the pay chain. I don't
Really
care.
was.
My goal was to get to 3rd at least. So whatever happens from here on out is gravy. I always want to win, but
22.
All right.
Yeah.
Third
Raising
place
up to
success
small Jack 4.
for Aaron Van Blarken.
Ace
He's
10
made it.
in the big blind.
Made it to where he wants to be.
Should we fold this one?
So Chris raised it up to 22 million. Aaron is going to call with the ace-10 of diamonds in the big blind. Small blind versus big blind, and we're going to a flop. Queen A deuce, 1 diamond. Both players have missed a pair, but Aaron's got to feel okay about his hand still. With the ace high, backdoor diamonds.
Queen A deuce.
830 is a pretty dope payday. Yeah, dude. 830,000 bucks, man. Come on, dude. Of course. What a dream.
It's just about enough for him to give it a go.
Bet of 24 million coming in from Chris.
Diamonds, backdoor nut diamonds. I think he's gonna take one off here. Does let it go.
Aaron, let's
Look,
go.
Cooney.
That
It ain't
should
started
be a
yet.
call. Aaron should not fold just to 1 bet there. It's a little bit too tight. Something a bit exploitative, or exploitable, excuse me, but not the end of the world either. It's not like a massive mistake, but
I feel like I should have just
It's a little
shoved
bit too
that one
tight.
flop. You call? Snap.
how does the magic camera see the cards through the table? There's like a card reader in the felt, and then in the cards there's chips that have individual identifiers
Definitely should.
that allow it to tell you which card it is.
One of these 3 is getting their hands on that trophy.
So yeah. Big Ben, next year I'll split this 10K with you. We'll split that 830. If I could guarantee myself a third place win, I can guarantee you I'd be down there. I could guarantee you that. 50% goes to taxes, yeah. For me, 48% of that would go to taxes. But for a lot of countries, for the UK players, it wouldn't go to taxes. For Adrian Mateos, I doubt he pays taxes on his poker income. But and Big Hooney is actually Costa Rica. I don't know if he's an American citizen living in Costa Rica or if he's renounced his citizenship. He definitely lives in Costa Rica. And if he does, I don't think this would be taxed. But if he's American, I think it would be taxed. So I'm not sure. But as this is held in the Bahamas, they don't withhold taxes for the U.S. government, so. I googled Jurgen Klopp. You're right, he looks just like him. Yes. Aaron Van Blarken must be related to Jurgen Klopp. It's got to be. They've got to be brothers. Although this guy's from Dallas, Texas, and Jurgen Klopp is Danish, isn't he? So I don't know what's going on. Something is tripped up in the matrix here.
Check 7 in the small.
In Spain, you pay 40% also. I don't know if he has his residence in Spain, though. Right. Yeah. The UK is one of the only places where, like, legally it's extremely well defined that you don't have to pay taxes on poker income. They tax operators in the UK. Klopp is German. Oh, okay. Didn't know that. Mateos limps in the small blind. Chris Hunachin raises it up with the ace-king and fold with the jack-7.
We should have changed that deck a long time ago, buddy.
What? Spanish taxes on income are also high, mate?
I guess this might be the time.
I didn't say anything about whether they were high or not. I didn't think that
That's how things look.
Spain
Scott
paid
out
tax,
fourth,
but
650k will.
40% seems
Oleg
fairly in line.
is at sixth for 350. Mateos
If I was to win 800K,
390,
I'd be
just
paying in the top
behind
tax bracket in Canada, so I'd be paying 48%
But it is
on
Big
most
Mooney
of
running the show here. Queen
most of my
Diaz on the
income.
600 million chip mark.
29 blinds for Mateos, Aaron Van Blarken on 32 blinds, and Chris Hooney on 97 blinds in a really great spot. So you can put pressure on, but it's not over. I mean, it is definitely not over. One of those guys doubles up through him, and they're tied in chips. So
Yes, raising ace 4. Mooney defending queen 4 6 in the small. Aaron playing 10 deuce off from the big. Flush draw. It's a spot where he can bet. If he does, I think he should bet big.
oh no.
It's going fairly large.
Oh no, I just lost
27. Really hard to test.
Just lost an all-in.
Side.
in the Omaha, the bottom set. Chris Hooney's going to take it down. It's all right. Just a little distracted, guys. 1 sec. I just got to schedule some stuff. See. Chris at the dealer button with the 5-4.
Mooney raising 5. Aaron calling 7-8 from the small. Adrian will do the same from the big. Aaron getting a little out of line, but keeping true to his word, he's going to start playing some pots when they got 3-handed.
Okay, back in. Raise, call on the small blind, Aaron Van Blarken, and Adrian Mateos with the big blind with Queen 10. We go to a flop of King 6-3. Big Hooney has the open ender. Everyone else has kind of missed here. So if he bets, which I think is normal, he's going to take this down, I think. Be surprised if either player finds a way to continue. Second drink now. No tendency to be rude, all because of you, Jamie. Sure, pick keeping it together. I respect it, man. I respect it. There's a 48% tax on poker in Canada, question mark? No. It's a legally very gray area, but if poker is determined to be your business, or if you have a reasonable expectation of profit, you pay taxes on it as a business, of which I think my situation is. So I do pay taxes, but like an average poker player that just plays poker for fun and has a job or whatever, they don't pay any tax income on poker. So, yeah, none of the Joe Schmoes have to. And in fact, a lot of pros come to a different deliberation with their accountant than the one that I have. Their accountants find that they actually don't have to pay taxes. But we've seen like the Canada Revenue Agency go after some of those players and try and claim taxes for periods in which they didn't pay tax. So to me, I am okay paying tax because I think my job is legitimate and like I should contribute to my country's taxes and for the social services that I hope to enjoy, and I don't see why poker should be any different than like any other business enterprise, because I think it's legitimate as much as it costs me money.
180.
That said, like within the rules of the system, I'm still going to try and be as tax efficient as possible, of course, you know, but I can't see any reason why poker should be exempt from taxes, whether you like taxes or not. It's just not different enough, especially for a professional. So, yep, that's my take on it, man. Chris limps in with a small blind. Aaron Van Blarkham has an ace here, so a very good hand and looks to be raising. This might be a limp shove. I would not be surprised if Big Hooney just goes for the all-in this spot. With the pair, Aaron Van Blarken's got about 25 blinds, but it looks like he's just going to call instead.
Aaron raising up ace-5. All threes. Surprised thus far about this one. 10-6-4. Scary looking board for Aaron. But it does have a 5.
25 million?
Do some firing. 25 million.
Is there a bottom limit? I know I have to pay if I won like 100K. If you're a Canadian, you wouldn't have to pay anything unless you're a poker pro. And then if you're a poker pro, it would just be subject to different tax brackets as to how much you pay. You know, like from 0 to 20,000, you would pay nothing, and then 20 to 30, you'd pay 13%, and then 30 to 40 or whatever. I don't know the exact numbers, but you'd pay different amounts in different brackets on your way up to 100,000. Do you know your next guest on the podcast? I do. Yeah. We are having a new member of Party Poker Team Online joining us tomorrow. It's going to be announced on Party Poker Twitter and stuff. So I will be having that person on the podcast on Tuesday.
There is good. Hooney tables the threes. Aaron's face says it all.
If you jammed, I called too.
Big Hooney takes it down. Doesn't matter if you win 100K in this circumstance, though. If you withdraw from a poker site more than 4,999, you'll be flagged. My daughter works for the CRA, says Queen B. I'm surprised by that because most poker sites don't have direct withdrawals from poker site to bank, right? Usually there's a payment processor in the middle. So do they just flag all payment processors withdrawals of 5,000 or more and dictate that be a... I guess you can get direct bank deposits and stuff, but it's a surprising policy to me.
Hooney, 75% of the chips in play three-handed. marching towards the title.
Okay.
Mateos. Another hand. He's compelled to play.
All right, so we're heads up. Whoa, 5-5-5 in the flop. Okay,
wow.
Mateos has got the best of it for now.
Like she's punishing me.
Again, Mateos doesn't have as much garbage as usual. Feeling from the big, but this is still one. I think you're going to stab at having raised from button, especially with the hand as poor as 8 high. Going big, I like it. Just keeps putting these big sizings on. This one half pot. Equal hope difficult for Mateos. He knows Mateos is going to be playing snug.
Ben called to the turn, which is a jack of spades. We can see Mateos still has the best hand.
And
Big Hooney still has 8 high.
Mateos doesn't have many pairs. Jam will let them pre and well, Gin River for Mateos.
9 on the end. Mateos has got to feel very good about their hands. But I don't think Big Hooney's going to be able to put any more money in the pot. 79 million in there right now.
He checks and really Hooney's quite large flop size. Knocks out a lot of stuff. So Mateos probably has too many good hands here to bluff, but you never know. Again, large sizing. Almost Mateos' stack. Mateos is going to call this, of course, with his 9. Certainly worthy of thinking, but he is not folding this. You've got a jack, good luck to you.
There it is. Adrian Mateos calls and is correct with the 5s full of 9s. Nice pot for Mateos, who's going to pick up almost 100 million there on 235. Big Hooney on 610 now. Big pot there. That's a really important one. As we continue 3-handed.
Certainly right.
And Van Blarcom loves to see just carnage. You know, he would have preferred if Big Honey won that pot.
Certainly didn't use that time bank.
And then there's another short stack. But, like, he loves to see people putting their chip at risk, so.
El timer, pero no lo gasté. Porque gasté y luego dije, nada, tengo que pagar y pago. ¿Lo puedo recuperar o no?
Hooney Honey didn't need to do that from C-Thrill, though. I hear you, man, but it's important to note as well, dude, that we get to see the cards. So, like, it's so much easier to say he didn't have to do that when we know the other opponent has a 9. You know, it biases the analysis. It is a spot where when you see a bet, it's kind of a leveling situation in my eyes because it's like, who really bluffs like this? Like, bet on the flop, check on the turn, bet on the river on that board with 5-5-5 out there, right?
You don't have to put the time bank chips in.
So it's tough to say what would happen when Mateos didn't have the second pair because that's such a slam dunk snap call.
Started up.
What happens when
Firing,
Mateos
picking
has
up the
like
button.
just a king high or an ace high? Like that's what's going to dictate whether it's good or not. It's tough to say. It's really hard to analyze these spots because there's such high level poker going on between those two, for sure. And Van Blarcom I think is playing great as well.
Taking it up to
There's so many levels of thought and analysis, and just the one instance of the hand that they have doesn't really tell the story as to whether it's a good decision or not. Because they're thinking on a level where it's strategy versus strategy,
bringing in more with that hand.
and the rest is variance. So it's very interesting to watch. It's great, you know. So I posted a hand on YouTube yesterday of what I thought was the greatest fold I have ever seen. and it is where Scott Margarison folded Queen Jack top 2 against Ludo's set in a spot where it was an unbelievable fold. It's check on the flop, bet, raise on the turn, and a call, and then a bet on the river and a fold with top 2. And the thing that made it so remarkable is you kind of have to know Scott Margarison is a very elite player, like one of the best players of tournament poker. Because if your average fish at the casino folds with top 2, well, then it's a bad fold because they don't know what they're doing. You know, like they don't know why they're folding. Scott Margarison, one of the very top poker players in the world, knows how unlikely it is for Ludo to have a hand that beats him, and knows how capable Ludo is of having a bluffing range in that spot, and still found a fold in the face of that math. So to make that call when you should not be that confident was the insane thing about that hand. So the levels have to be there for it to be as incredible as it was. But like a lot of people are kind of just commenting like, well, whatever, man. Like the guy can have a set. Like, what's the big deal? You know, like, it's just a bad fold. Like, but you have to have the context to really recognize how crazy it is. Anyways, Mateos has got the set, or not the set, the overpair of jacks, and Aaron Van Blarcom has a pair and a gut shot here. Yeah, that's the thing, Xavier. That's the thing. I think he's kind of a player to make that call. He's very strong. Mateos is one of the best in the world for sure. Mateos goes for the shove, takes it down. Aaron Van Blarcom now on about 90 million. Not much. Juanito 2690. You're going to have to wait till tomorrow to find out the Party Poker Team Pro. I don't have any details for you today. There is a teaser clip out on the Party Poker social media. But the announcement will be tomorrow, my friends. So I can't give you any info until then, but the sweat is real. We have a new teammate coming up pretty soon. Juanito. Chris, Mr. Big Hooney with the ace king. Ace of hearts, king of diamonds. Pretty nice hand. Raised to 15 million. On Mateos now with sevens. Oh, this could be a big pot here. See what Mateos elects to do, and is just going to call here for 15 million. Okay, so we're going to go to a flop. Ace, Jack, 6. Good flop for Big Hooney. Could have been an explosive situation. Unlikely to be so now. Probably going to be a bet and a call and go to a turn. If I'm Mateos, just calling pre-flop, he probably needs to continue at least past the flop. I think it's Tim the Tatman. Yeah, dude. Tim the Tatman joining Team Online confirmed. Oh my god, it's a 7 on the turn. What a turn for Mateos, who now has a set. Big Hooney with the top pair, top kicker. It's got to feel good about his hand. Mateos smashes the 2 out of the turn to take a big lead. Wow, what a turn card. And this is a disaster for Chris. 80 million in the middle. Mateos has less than 3 pot sizes left in the stack. I think this is going to go all in at some point. And we can see Big Hooney has 0%. So it's just like, how bad is the car crash going to be? That's the question here. And a bet of 69 million on the turn is a very polarized size. This is basically a full pot size saying, I've either got it or I'm bluffing. Now, Mateos doesn't care. Mateos has a set. It's just like, well, you got a bigger set? Like, congratulations. Probably not. Mateos feels amazing about his situation, but he's got to be thinking, like, how do I get the most money from Big Hooney? Do I just call here and allow him to bet on the river, or do I shove all in? And he does just go for the call. I think it makes sense with that polarized size, with your opponent saying, hey, I got the nuts or I got a bluff. Just call. If he's got the nuts, he's going to bet. And we can see Mateos probably has the better nuts. We know he does. And if he has a bluff, well, if you shove him off a bluff, you accomplish nothing. So just call 10 on the river. Mateos loves his hand. And I think Big Hooney's going to shove.
Change things a little bit. Mateos can definitely have ace 10. Obviously have hands like ace jack, ace
217 million in the middle. I mean, I certainly can't fault him with top pair, top kicker.
6 to set sevens.
Mateos can have all sorts of worse aces here.
He's still going to have to go for it here. Doesn't have to go all in on this board. May just go all in.
All in
Mateos
call.
Snaps with his set.
So sick. Almost checked, dude.
There you go.
Wow.
Adrian and Mateos.
The leads
Chip
have
for the
flip-flops.
first time.
Adrian Mateos on 530,000. Big Hooney on about 350 or so. There it is. 56% of the chips in play for the legend of the game, Adrian Mateos.
Mateos, more than 400 million. He has 533 and it's the new chip leader. Hooney down into second. Aaron, the short stack.
Oh my goodness. And that's such a swing. Chris Hunnichin, Big Hooney in second place now on 330 million chips, 55 blinds. Van Blarkham just sweating it from the side, being like, what's up? What's going on here? What's happening? Getting so much money on the line here. Let's get a payouts command in chat.
I raised ace king on the button.
830K guaranteed, but second place is 1,050,000. First place is 1.35 million.
Value.
So chunky bands up top. What time tomorrow will the announcement be? Pretty early in the grind.
Guaranteed
Early in the
30K
grind, my friend.
for the top three.
Before now, for sure.
Over a million. First, 1.35.
Here it is. Excellent work, man. Cheers, C-Thrill. I'm glad you're liking it, man.
Fourth, fifth, sixth, picking up 650, 500.
830K for third, 1,050,000 for second, and 1.35 million for the win.
Over. Big Hooney fired a river bluff a moment ago. Gave Mateos some more ammunition, and then Mateos used that very wisely, doubling up through Hooney a few hands later.
And here are the payout amounts: 350K for Oleg, 500K for William Blaze, 650 for Scott.
Bigs, but it is all change here at the Caribbean Poker Party main event.
Aaron needs some help, but I mean, he's okay. Like, he's not out of this thing. If he doubles up twice through Mateos, he's in the lead. But let's keep it going here. Let's see what's happening. All three of these players have won a lot of money, man. This is nice. This is nice. I'm digging the vibes.
How much do you have?
Not much, buddy.
A little over 100. Especially on that river.
Aaron Van Blarkham with the Queen of Clubs, 6 of Hearts.
Aaron with 85, not a little over 100 as he declared.
Let's it go. Mateos with the 5 deuce, not going to make the cut here.
Three-handed ace, still does have 10 with Hooney out of position.
What are the cards that the players are giving to the dealer? So the little cards you can see behind Mateo's stack at the bottom of the screen there, those are time cards. There's a shot clock in this tournament, so you have 30 seconds per play, but you also have some extra time that you can throw out to give yourself more time to make a decision. So that's what you're looking at down there. 5 deuce 8-5 here. Flop is ace 9-4. Both players have missed the flop. Mateos has a gut shot, which is a little something.
Candidate will stab here.
Going to go for a bet here in the small blind of 6 million
Third pot will get done.
on Big Hooney, who gives it up. All right. What's up, Sensitive Tony? Hello. Matt Weiber. Yo, Matt, what's up, bro? 59-month resub. Gets a love of the chat for the man. A real-life friend of mine. Helps me as well with my poker business, keeping things on the up and up. Keeping control of the books, you know, making sure we know what's going on, preparing for taxes and all that. Matt, thank you very much for the 59 months. I appreciate it. Hearts out in the chat. 1 month shy of the 5-year mark, dude. Matt Weiber and I were playing poker in my first ever apartment in the basement. We would play on a Sunday, grind a whole session. The big tournament for me back then was like firing like 55s, and maybe I'd sell action for a 215 or something. And Matt Weiber was there when I had like my biggest score at the time. It was $9,000 in a $55 or a $54 turbo tournament. This is before knockouts were even really a thing. So it was a $55 turbo on a Sunday. I won it for $9K. Huge celebration, man. Fist pumping in the backyard, yelling to the streets. Come on, baby. Let's go. 9,000? You kidding me? We're doing this. True story. Matt was playing like he was playing like $3 rebuy 180 mans or 90 mans, and then like $2 buy-ins or 250 180 mans. It's good times, dude. Good times, Matt. Tell him about the lockdown. Yeah, dude, we used to do poker lockdowns. Where we're just like 2 months, 2 million, you know? Locking it down in the house like this is it. We're locking in. We're playing for a set amount of hours. That's a lockdown. True. We did it, man. It was good. It was good times. Taxes. Who does taxes in 2020? Not me. I have someone else do them for me. Matt Weiber and accountants. I hate taxes, man. It is the worst for me. There's so much to keep track of and do. It's just, ugh. The big win was a lockdown until you won 9K and you canceled it on me. Oh, I forgot, dude. Yeah. We were in like a 12-hour lockdown, and then I won 9K like early, and I just shut it down because it's a career biggest score. I remember that, actually. You're right. You're right, dude. I did do that. I do remember that, dude.
It's really hard for Mateus to have worse than this. Doesn't want to bluff that river card. Loses the pot to a 3.
Aaron Van Blarkum takes it down with a Jack-3 against Adrian Mateos' Ace-Queen. We continue on here. Not much time left in this tournament, dude. 3-handed.
Thank you.
You're watching a movie that says in the corner grinding 250 180 mans. Yep. Jamie, I'm in an $11 side to a 109K on party. When I signed up for it earlier today, it was in the 109 Hold'em. Now it says it auto-register you into the next, which is Hold'em, but now it says it's next is PLO. It'll put me in that. I don't play PLO, and if it does that, it's so not fair. If I get KO'd, I won't rebuy due to the uncertainty where normally I would. They need to fix that, in my opinion. All right, let me copy this, and I will paste it.
Queen 3 of clubs, I'm sure we'll continue. Deep enough to still be playing pots, doesn't have to.
Okay, yeah, let me paste that into the chat here. As we go heads to the flop, 8-8-3. Chris Big Hooney has flopped a pair of 3s. All right, cool. I pasted it in there. So the tournament team and sit and go / satellite people will be able to see that and fix it or give me some information about it, so I pasted it in there. Great bluff.
Had a lot of things here.
Cheers. Sorry about that.
Let's go check. I think pleasantly surprised.
Shout out from Lethbridge. Yo, Carbs Money. What's up? What's up? Lethbridge hype, dude. Chris has still got the best hand here with the pair of 3s and 8s. Take one down as the stacks are pretty close together between these two crushers, man. Crushers of the game.
Get paid off on the turn.
Big time players in the game. Shout out from Saudi Arabia. What's up? Preem 2. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Is it Saudi or Saudia? I think it's Saudi Arabia, right? Yeah, Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia. Raise up to 12 million from Mateos. Uh-oh, Aaron. Uh-oh. Yep, there's an all-in shove. Mateos very likely going to call here with the 7s.
Jamming over Mateus's raise, and
We could be heads up in this tournament.
Mateus with 2 7s.
133 million in the middle, and Mateos has to decide, do I want to call 120 million with a very strong hand of 7s? Three-handed here.
It's almost life. It's about 24 bigs, 23 bigs, 22 bigs even. Does make the call.
There's the call. We've got an all-in call situation here. Three-handed in the Caribbean Poker Party. Ace-Jack against 7s. Aaron Van Blarken in the big blind is our shortest stack right now at risk. Needs an ace, need a jack, need 3 clubs,
20 minutes to go.
need a king, queen, 10, something like that to defeat the 7s to a flop. Jack high flop, big flop for Aaron.
Flops a jack. Little
276 million in the pot here. Aaron takes a big lead. Mateos is going to need a 7, about 10% to win this hand.
just like he did a moment ago.
2 outs. Ace on the turn, not going to make it, but there is some split pot opportunities now. 4 queens would be a split pot, 10% for a split pot, 5% for Mateos with 2 7s left in the deck. And if it's not either of those, Aaron is going to double up. Final card. Jack on the river. Aaron with the full house. Nice hand. Going to be up to 276 million. Big pot. Big pot. Mateos down on 300 million as they're basically tied now three-handed. Is it weird to stream with no delay considering you stream mostly with a delay? Yes. Yeah, it's different, man. It's a lot easier actually because you can get conversations going so much easier and faster when you want to.
Aaron's double up, you
But
see how
obviously if I could do no delay with my own
close
poker
the lines
tournaments,
separating the 3 of them.
that would be the
And
best,
now go
dude.
on a 30
The
minute
best.
break. So please do come back
Look
to
at those
30
stacks. It's all pretty close together now. It's going to be an interesting final 3 to a champion here.
Aaron, get on.
It has been exciting, Big Ben, hasn't it? It's been like a really
Main
nice...
event champion here, Bahamas.
I mean, we had a stacked final 9 too, with Philip Gruesome, with Peter Jetton. I mean, really stacked.
Welcome back to the Caribbean Poker Party main event. Final table here. Bahamas Resort.
From the Baha Mar in Nassau, Bahamas.
We began with 24. We are down to 3.
4 million, 8 million with an 8 million ante are the blinds. So the ante is paid by one person at the table, but it means every hand there's 20 million in there to fight for. This is not going to last forever. We're in action. Why do you only allow chat from followers after a 10-minute follow? I don't know. I guess people have to follow the stream then. We turned that on yesterday and we haven't turned it off. I guess I can turn it off now.
By 1 blind.
But yesterday there was like someone put like a chat bot on our stream basically to promote themselves, and it was just like spamming from a bunch of fake accounts, so we turned it on then. And we haven't turned it off, so let me turn it off now. There you go. If you're not a follower of the channel, say hi. It's no longer in follower mode, so if you don't follow me, pop in. Just say hey, and then click follow.
And from Costa Rican states, Mr. Christopher
Unican.
Hunikin,
Run good.
okay.
Run good.
I've been saying Hunichin, but it's Hunikin, I guess.
4 million, 8 million. Big blind 8 million,
There we go, Christian.
Three-handed here, Hunikin.
Playing 4 million, 8 million
I've been saying Hunichin.
on the dinner break.
Hunikin. Is it Big Huni then? Is that what it is? Big Huni?
Deal made.
Please, chat, tell me.
Aaron taking 900.
I'm going to the Bahamas this week. Have a great time. I wish I could join you, man. Bahamas is beautiful.
2,000. Chris 1,097,000.
Big Huni.
100K.
I never would have guessed Hunichin and Huni. That's a new one for me.
Winner take all situation.
Going to a flop. 6-5 against Queen 3. Mateos has got the best hand for now. Not a great hand, but it's the best of it for now. 5 on the turn. Aaron has taken the lead with the pair of 5s. Neither player has a spade. It looks like Aaron's going to bet, protect that hand, and it should work here. I mean, Mateos has a gut shot, but no spade. I think a fold is reasonable.
More ICM. Sums it up.
Never been before. Any advice for the Bahamas from Grim Blyett? If you're going to Nassau, the largest island, really there's just like kind of the 2 resorts are the main spots. You can go into town and there's some nice shopping. There's a nice sort of local beach as well. But most people spend the time on the resorts, whether that's Paradise Island or in where the Baha Mar is. And there's just so much to do in those spots. You can also take like some day cruises out to spots and swim with the pigs or what have you. But yeah, no, it's relaxing, man. It's just nice white beaches, swim in the ocean, swim in the pools, chill out. It's a standard sort of Caribbean vibe, like have a great time, you know?
Yeah, I won, and he's like, double or nothing. I was like, no. He was like, that's fucked up. What do you want me to do?
Mateos in the small blind with 7-6.
Yeah, so raising from the small. 24 mils. Only 9 in the big. Cool, and see this flop.
Raised to 24 million and a call. Go to a flop, 56 million in the middle. 9-5-5. Chris Hunichin with the top pair and king kicker. Got to feel pretty good. Mateos has a gut shot as well, though. 8 on the turn would be a very dangerous card. Start with a bet of 18 million. I think this is a pretty easy call from Hunichin. See the turn. Oh my God, it's an 8.
Go on the turn from Mateos.
Can you believe it? It's an 8 on the turn.
Straight,
Mateos has a straight, and Big Huni
here, no reason to stop.
now has 2 pair with a king kicker. He's got to feel great about his hand, but he's behind to the straight. Oh my God, that's such a ruthless turn. Mateos checks. Mateos checks.
Him, Hooney has a strong enough hand to bet. Top pair, king, king.
Oh,
I want to build this
the
board.
trap has been laid. Hunikin. Hunikin. Okay. It's not Chin, it's Ken. Hunikin. Got you. 65 million here. I mean, it's...
Mateos.
The money could make its way all in here. I mean, it's pretty interesting.
Dreamy scenario.
Does Mateos go for the raise or just the call? He does just call. So we're going to a river with 222 million in the pot.
222 million in there, and a little bit like before. Rooney has to be careful. Well, the river is
7 of spades on the river. Mateos, very unlikely to get any more value from Chris. He's probably going to check here. 3 spades now on the end.
Rooney
4-liner to a straight. I don't think
back now.
Chris Hunichin can bet anymore. Just like that, the lead has flip-flopped. 390 million for Adrian Mateos. Legend of the game is the chip lead. 400 million chips or so. Just a little bit less. Hunikin. All right. Chris Hunikin. I always called him Big Honey and then Big Hooney, and now Huney. Big Huney. True? Or not true? It's a tough one. I don't know what to say. It's a tough name. Not going to lie, chat. This table keeps changing chip leads. What a game. Yeah, man. It's been pretty wild. Mateos with the Queen 6.
Raising the button.
Clicks it open.
Rooney. Jack 10
Chris
of
Hunikin. With the Jack 10 of clubs in the small blind. Very playable hand. See how it goes. Love the commentary. Cheers, my randomness. Cheers. Thanks for being here. 52 million.
Play some big pots. This one.
Aaron quickly folds.
Mateos fold is queen high.
Full fold. Win. Full fold win. Turns out these guys at the 10K are pretty good at poker, right? What's up with that? These guys are good at the cards, man? It is pretty crazy. Putting up $10,000 in a poker tournament. It's still a wild thing. It's so normal in this world, but when you take yourself out of it for a second, it's like, wow, that's a lot of money for a poker tournament. It's a chunk of change. Unikin folds. Aaron in the small blind with the Jack of clubs, 10 of hearts.
Aaron in the small, Jack 10.
Playable hand, but we haven't heard much from Aaron for a while. You know, it's been chill because the other two have been going to war. Raise up to 18 million. Mateos now with Queen Deuce of Diamond will call. And we see a flop.
10 million more. Not a huge fan of this.
9-7-7, 2 diamonds. Mateos flops a flush draw.
Gut shot, straight draw, Mateos
And
flops.
Aaron has a gut shot and 2 overcards. So both players
Do this one.
are okay with this flop, I think. I think they would both accept it.
Going big, Aaron. Loves betting big.
With a 36 million.
Into 44. Mateos, of course. Gonna call with his flush draw.
And a call from Mateos. All right. 116 million in the middle. We're going to a turn, which is a 3. We can see the queen high is still the best hand. Also has a flush draw to go along. But let's see how Aaron decides to play it. Aaron could continue here. No, he will check. Definitely advantage Mateos.
Check from Aaron. I imagine Mateos will just check this back. Can still bet the river. It's a follow-up.
8 of diamonds incoming. Don't do us like that, Arpan. No.
Flush draw.
Too ruthless, dude.
Could have bet it. All right.
Bet a 42 million and a quick fold, actually. Quick fold. Oh, it's so windy outside. I can hear it from here, man.
That one's okay. After a dip,
My door is closed, but I can hear the wind.
we're on the dinner break.
I find it interesting that there have been pretty amazing folds on flops with high equity hands.
1,062,000.
Yeah, there's been some wild plays in this tournament. It really has been pretty crazy, Queen B.
I mean,
It's
okay,
been,
24 level
there's
just
been some
played.
phenomenal
Done.
folds, and then also some big mistakes too, for what it's worth. But Yeah. Raised to 20 million for the twos. Full fold. Moving on. It's always nice to get a twos raised through, just like easy days. You know you're flipping. Take it down. It's cool. 3 players left, man. Hi, James. You make a good job. Support from France. Jonino95. I'm glad you like the live stream, man. Cheers. Thanks for hanging in. We are going to be switching to the online poker after we're done the coverage here today. We're going to be playing some KO series on Party Poker. We have the Twitch Open. It's an $11 buy-in every week on Party Poker, every Saturday. That's starting up in 34 minutes from now. So I'm registered in there. You should come play. It'll be fun. And, yeah. KO series. Prepare for the Sunday to come, man. Playing at 5:30 tonight as well. Now, this is interesting. 9-8 of spades for Mateos. And Chris Hunikin with the 9-8.
For it again. 52.
3 bets. I think Mateos can peel one off here with the 9-8 suited, and it looks like he's going to.
Play says 120 mil in the
Jimmy,
pot.
great stream. I'm from Portugal. Please visit my country. I think I will this summer. Jose, GK 1999. Yeah, I think I will be visiting Portugal this summer. Oh my goodness. Queen Jack with 2 spades. This is a beautiful flop for Adrian Mateos because it's a gut shot straight flush draw, right? Can play this very aggressively. There's 120 million in the middle. And Chris Hunikin now, 9-8 off, completely missed, has a gut shot. Well, you said Jose. In Portuguese, you pronounce the J. Instead of Jose, it's Jose in Portuguese. And I know that, not because I speak Portuguese, but because the new manager of Tottenham Hotspur is pronounced Jose Mourinho, not Jose Mourinho, because he's Portuguese. So get roasted, bro. Get wrecked. Chat, let him know. Let him know. What's up, man? That's a roasting right there. You got to remember that for the rest of your life because you just got owned, man. You lulled at me and you got put down to the street. So remember it, okay? Remember it. Let him know, chat. What's up? Here it is. Shove for 372 million. Back on Chris Hunikin. Fold.
Call. Queen 3.
Giggity wrecked. It is, bro. Well, down here in Texas, lol. See, I mean, this is, man. Don't. You're memeing too much, bro. Don't. I can't. You're not allowed. Stop it, man. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. All right. I've had enough. I'm just going to leave it. I'm not. We're leaving it there. That's it. Texas rules get priority. That's the most Texas point of view I've ever heard, man. Listen, I don't mean to hate on Texas too much, dude. There's a lot to admire and love about Texas. I'm not going too hard in the paint. How's it going today? Mythpua. Good, man. Yeah, Blue Man Group was pretty sweet last night. What time are you streaming your KO? We'll be starting up the KO online tournament stream in about 30 minutes here. So we'll get there. Pretty soon, but for now, we're going to sweat this final 3. Yeah, I should do a setup tour or something like that, Arnold, for sure, man.
In the big Mateus flopping best. 9-4-3.
9-4-3 on the flop. Mateos has a pair of 4s in the best hand. Chris Hunikin is now on 200 million. It hasn't gone so well for him. He's run into some big hands at this final table. Check, check on the turn. River is an ace.
Once more on the river.
Does Mateos like his hand anymore or not? We can see he has the best of it, but maybe Chris Hunikin wants to bluff here. Let's see. Nope. How much longer is the tournament stream? I have to get groceries, but I want to see who wins from King Willem. Not very long. It's definitely less than an hour. Definitely. 100%. And I think more like 30 minutes, but I don't know exactly, and I don't want to spoil the end exactly, so we don't know that the tournament's over when there's an all-in situation, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like 2:30, right?
Something like that. 2:5. Yeah, like right at it actually.
Only 6 deuce suited in the small.
I can work with less than an hour, thanks. No problem. No problem. Raised to 24 million here. Oh my goodness, Aaron Van Blarken's got the queens. How is he going to play it, though? It's an all-in and a fold. All right, it's an all-in and a fold. I thought that we might have seen a slow play there, and I think that's actually the right line, but... Aaron on 265 million. Huna just running into all the spots here. All right, secret ID. What's your ID, secret ID, huh? What's your story? Who are you, secret ID? Why are you hiding from us? Tell us your real ID. Chris on the dealer button with the ace of hearts, 3 of clubs. Kevin Russell Green. All right. Okay. All right, man. It wasn't much of a secret. You just came right out with it there. Uh-oh. This is it. Chris Hunikin is out, dude. He's got to be. Ace 3's all in. Aaron calls with the ace king. This is it.
Ace 3. Hooney, the man who had 75% of the chips. With 3 left.
Oh, my goodness. 358 million in the middle.
Somebody quiet him down.
Aaron's in the lead. Loving life.
Shit out of 3.
Chris is not. 850,000 guaranteed for third place.
Ain't gonna come out. You keep yelling.
But big pay jumps up the line.
What does that mean, King?
Hooney looking for a 3. Ace 9 9.
Ace 9 9 on the flop. So Aaron's got the best of it for now. Aces and 9s with a king kicker. 9 on the turn is a split. Ace on the turn is a split as well. Gonna happen 12% of the time. 5 is not it. An ace or a 9 for the split.
Ace or 9 or Hooney is out.
Or Aaron's got this. King on the river. There it is. Aaron with the knockout of Chris Hunikin. Big time player, dude. Massive respect for this guy. He's a legend of the game. Been around for a very long time. 850,000 is what he's going home with. 830,000, excuse me. Third place position. And we are heads up in the 2019 Caribbean Poker Party. Adrian Mateos versus Aaron Van Blarken. They're basically even in chips here. 62 blinds to 57 blinds. Mateos hailing from Spain. Van Blarken from Dallas, Texas. It's going to be a really interesting heads-up match here. Lines are 4 million, 8 million with an 8 million ante. And we know because it finishes in the next hour, it's going to be relatively quick. So let's see how it ends up. What a tournament, man. Both players guaranteed $1,050,000, but the winner gets $1.35 million. Scott Wellenbach was in this one. Yes. Oh, the old man was in this one. What do you mean the old man, bro? Hey, he's got more to him than just old man. They did actually make a deal, did they? These two? Did they?
Confirmation once more.
These are the payouts that are publicized here, but
Fourth for 650. Bill Blaze. Fifth for half 10 million. Picking up.
have you ever thought about doing your own live poker meetup in Edinburgh? You could call it Groundskeeper Willie Live. We'll definitely do a meetup here in Edinburgh, as well as in Nottingham at some point in the next while, but not in the next several months. Ideally, I'd like to do one in the summer. It'd be pretty nice in Edinburgh. That'd be a good time. And then same in Nottingham.
Ends up picking up 250k. Greg Baird down 8 for 180. Phil Gruesome. Philbort.
So we're getting ready for the heads up here. We have Mike Sexton. I just interviewed him on the podcast recently, actually. Mike Sexton. If you guys haven't had a chance to check that out, ! Podcast. It's called the Weekly Poker Showdown. It's on Spotify. It's on iTunes. It's also up on YouTube. And really having a good time doing it. So are we going to get some announcements from Mike Sexton here?
Just looking for Aaron. There he is. I'm sure about to get back underway here. Let Mike introduce these guys.
Look at that trophy, man. Whew. Go on. Look at that thing.
One of them is going to etch their name on that trophy.
That's a good way to put it,
History
James
books
Dempsey.
and the
Etch
Body
the
Poker Live
name
Millions
into the
Tour.
trophy. I like it. Etch it in.
Okay, here we are.
Big spot. I mean, my money's on Mateos. Nothing against Van Blarken, but I mean, Mateos is a very long-term crusher of this game, so definitely favorite here.
50. Anastasia, just double check with me. 175, 185, 190, 200. 200.
Just a quick colour up before heads up play gets underway as well. Christian taking some of those smaller chips off, getting more of those grey 5 millions into play. Will Mateos take down his second title of the week, the winner of the 25k super high roller.
25k? What? Damn. Gangster moves from Mateos, man. We'll probably stream that at some point, so forget that from your memory, and I won't spoil it when we stream the 25k, because I think they streamed that as well. So that's so sick that he won the 25k and he's literally heads up in the 10-game main event. I mean, come on, man. Come on. All right. We're going to get some Mike Sexton intro here in a second, I think. Got the nice elevator music going. Did they do a deal? I don't know. Someone said they did. Three-handed. I am not aware of the deal, though. I'm just looking at the payouts, so I'm not sure what the deal was.
All right, colour up complete by the looks of it.
Here we go. Mike Sexton on the horn. What do we got, Mike
Stage set
Sexton?
for Mike Sexton, the chairman.
What do we got?
To introduce this heads-up match.
All right. Here we go, Mike.
Before we congratulate our two finalists, we certainly want to take a moment to thank all the dealers and the staff
Yes.
that worked the Party Poker Live Millions here at the Caribbean Poker Party, as well as everyone at Party Poker Live for putting on such an outstanding event.
Kappa clap clap chat.
Just a terrific job. It's come down to these two guys, Aaron Van Blarken from the United States. He's starting out with 452 million. Over here, we have Adrian Mateos from Spain. He's starting with 496 million in chips. Pretty close battle we got going in here. Both of these guys are going to win over $1 million, but only one can get their name on the Millions Championship Trophy. Players, good luck to both of you. Dealers, shuffle up and deal.
Oh, we're in there. Kappa clap clap chat. Come on. Kappa clap clap. We're doing it. Heads up for the title.
What do you need?
All right. Let's get into battle here. Oh, T-Tours. T-Tours. Come on. Heads up photo. Selfies? No? Nope. Just camera down. Okay. T-tours. I feel like this is a box. Like, are they going to square up and, like, you know? Oh, smile's gone. Smile's gone. Come back. Come on, teeth. Come back, teeth. Yes, they're back. Let's go. Oh, they're gone. Yeah, they're back. They're back. All right. Good. Teeth sweat. Let's go. We're back, man.
Millions
Come on.
title on the line.
The teeth sweat. It's real. You guys don't know it? Yay for teeth. Yeah, man. Yay for teeth. Big time smiles. Mateos got 52% of the chips. We can basically call it a 50-50 tie here. And Van Blarkum on 448 million. We have Adrian Mateos with ace queen. Very strong hand to start the heads up. Van Blarkum is going to limp in. Or no, he's going to... Okay, I don't know what happened. Mateos wins something, I think. I think Mateos won. We didn't even get to see the hand. All right, Mateos got it. Ace queen. Let's keep going. Are they playing deep? I think somewhat, like 50 blinds or something like that. 40 blinds. We'll get the official numbers in a second. I think it's 3 million, 6 million. No, it's 4.8. 4 million, 8 million. 420 million to 500 million. So like 53 blinds to like 65 or so. I think.
With Queen 7. I don't know the graphics
Yeah.
saying 416. We are definitely playing 4.
Okay, raise and take it. Aaron's got it.
8 million, not 816.
50 to 60 blinds or so. But it's not going to last forever. We know it's going to end fairly quickly. We got the Twitch Open starting up in 17 minutes, so it's not going to be a super long heads-up match, I don't think. Oh, hey there. Hey, man. Mr. Hey. We got a wide shot going on. What you doing, man? Step back. I need to get out of the way so you guys can get both the perspectives here. I'm in the way. What am I oh, there he is. Mateo's not happy with that. Hey, what are you doing? Don't talk to my guy like that. Hey, leave him alone. That's what Mateos is thinking. Just standing up. Cheers, Twister. Yeah, man. We're going to do more. I'll let you know when I know what we're going to do next.
Aaron limping in. Adrian raising once again.
Aaron with the 10-9 of clubs. Mateos raised it up to 4-3 of hearts to 32 million. Back on Aaron, who I'm assuming is going to call here. Yep. Okay. We're going to go to a flop. 64 million in the middle. 3 cards. King 10-10. Aaron has the dream flop here. Trip 10s. Mateos has completely missed, though, so let's see how it works out.
Firing off into Aaron's trips.
22 million.
10-10. Aaron, of course, will just continue as a call on this one.
Aaron should call. Yep.
On this board.
There's the call. 22 million in the middle. We've got 108 going to the turn, but I don't think Adrian will be able to put in more chips unless it's a heart. Jack's not going to do it. I think this is going to be a shutdown from Mateos. I'd be surprised if he doesn't. Let's see. You're a wrestling fan. I'm not, James. I'm not. I never got into it, dude. So Aaron's going to want to bet, and I think Mateos will let it go. I hope so. 4-eye.
Bet. Elicits the fold.
All right, there it is. We continue on. Has the lead officially flip-flopped or what happens? Got a dealer change. Wide shot, dealer change. Got the payouts once again, popping in.
10 million.
Yep, and Van Blarkum does have the lead now. Just slightly, 51 blinds to 44. We continue.
100K and the title on the line here. Bahamas.
Man, I would love to win $1 million in a poker tournament, chat. Just one time. And then a second time. But let's start with one time. Please. Mateus with the Queen 10. Aaron Van Blarkum with the 9-3.
That's it, raising the button. Queen 10. Aaron flicking it in with 9-3. This is a little wide.
Raising the call. All right, we're going to go to a flop here.
Let them say so.
Queen 10 in the lead for now.
Spending 9-3. But if you're not going to come ace 9-6, why not go ahead?
Ace 9-6. Aaron's got the best of it for now. Mateus behind. Check from Aaron. And Adrian will continue for 16 million.
16 million. The C-bet, of course, a call from Aaron.
Call, all right, to the turn. 8 of spades. Very interesting here. Adrian now has picked up a gut shot straight flush draw. Aaron still ahead with a pair of 9s, but may not win this hand. Let's see how Adrian elects to play it. Continues the bluff.
70 million, just under the pot.
Bigger bet on the turn here.
Should be the end of this hand.
74 million and takes it down. So successfully bluffs on the turn. I think Chake's back the lead there as well. We should get an update on that in a second. On 478 million. It's going to be really close. Who's your favorite poker player? Me, dude. I'm my favorite poker player. I don't know, James. I think the most influential players when I was starting the game would probably be Daniel Negreanu as a Canadian. He was the most influential Canadian, and I think he does a great job of growing the game and supporting the game. So he was probably my favorite coming up. But since I've been a pro now for 10 years, it's kind of like I'm in it, you know? Like I try not to like idolize any poker pros or put them on a pedestal, and then I'm like kind of in the same thing. You know what I mean? I hope to not come across as arrogant in that statement, but it's kind of just like if you played professional hockey, like who's your favorite hockey player? You know, you have like inspiration sources, but you're trying to, you're in it, so.
The deal's been done. Deuce on the end, well.
Mateus has 2 pair.
Checks.
it's the best hand. Aaron with the ace jack no good goes for a bet of 55 million. He's gonna get a call here.
What this bet's supposed to be. It'll be called, and he's going to be losing.
We got some people in the chat. Ivy Dwan, Cristiano Ronaldo, Seidel. I'd love to hear from you guys. So chat, those of you watching around the world, I know a lot of you guys are lurking. You might be playing on the side, whatever. You don't have the chat open. Who is the most inspirational poker player for you? Like who's your favorite poker player? All of you watching around the world. I'd love to hear a sampling of who you look up to and who you aspire to be like and learn from and stuff. Ivy, Lex Veldhouse, Dwan, or Durr, Ivy, Doyle, Phil, Helmuth, Durr, Bernie Sanders, Ivy, Jimmy Stapler. Hey. All right, we got a few. Tony G, Phil Helmuth, Selpst, Jeff Gross, me, sounding arrogant. I mean, be yourself, be honest. Gross, Fedor, Vinny Vidi, Poker Staples, Devilfish, Negreanu and Ivy, Matt Symbolis, Doug Polk, Bonomo, Jamie Gold, DW Stevie, Danny Negreanu, Stu Unger, Matty Ice, Mike McDermott, Dean Eggs, Matt Staples, Georgie, Gus. It's good sampling here. Cheers, guys. Thanks for your thoughts on that. That's pretty cool. Moneymaker. 3 on the turn here. Aaron's got a pair of 3s. Adrian Mateus with a pair of 8s. And we can see Mateus has a pretty nice lead now on 550 million. Blinds are at that 5 million, 10 million mark as well. So Mateus reaching for some chips. Going to bet 45 million here.
6 on the flop. It's hard to fold when you make a pair, even though you clearly should.
And a call. To the river. 8 on the river. Mateos has got the best of it. And this might spell trouble for Aaron because Aaron has a pair, and that makes it less likely that Mateos has an 8, actually. So Aaron can't be that concerned with that card. A bunch of straight draws missed. The flush draw missed as well. I mean, I can't blame Aaron for calling a bet here, and Mateos is sure to bet. So that's a disastrous card for Aaron. Oh, that's a rough one. Because if I'm Aaron, I'm calling here. I am.
Snap call from Aaron.
Quick call. I mean, I can't blame him. And there it is, the trip 8s. Mateos off to a huge lead now, 774 million to 174. Really got Aaron on the ropes.
Well, he's saying can't beat luck. I think we saw him kind of lose his composure earlier on this final, and he's lost it again. He's lost.
Tough spot to be in. Aaron Van Blarcom needs some luck to come back in this tournament. Or some superior play.
Can't see this thing any other way unless he gets lucky now. He's battling pretty hard, three-handed, four-handed especially. But he's full tilt mode now, it seems.
8 even got you called.
There it is. 18% of the chips in play. Needs some help. Double up will take him to 36%.
17.
Then another double up would take him to about 2/3, but. And Mateos, 82% of the chips in play, over 4/5 here, 774 million. Got to feel good about his spot here. Got a ton of experience. Lines are 5 million, 10 million with a 10 million ante. Aaron's going to limp in with the Queen 8. Mateos with Jack 9 of clubs. In the big blind. Checks. We're going to go to a flop. Jack, Jack 3 on the flop. Mateos with the trip jacks. Check, check quickly. Ace of spades on the turn. Doesn't help Aaron. Mateos got the best of it. It's just going to be a bet and fold, I think. No, a bet and a call. Okay, Aaron is wagering, hey, my queen high is good enough here to call for 20 million. 60 million in the middle. To the river, which is a 7 of spades. Potential flush out there. Mateos checks. Aaron. Going to turn his hand into a bluff here. Bets 45 million. Now, Mateos probably has a call down here. He's getting 2.5 to 1 odds. He has trip jacks, and he beats his opponent when he's bluffing without a spade, which is going to happen enough of the time. I would be very surprised if Mateos folds. I think Aaron's going to get looked up here. If Aaron calls the turn, he should bluff his hand, but I don't know if it's big enough. I don't think it is.
Nick gets a larger spade, and I feel like if he had the queen of spades, say, in the 8, he would bet the flop. On the flip side, it's hard to imagine what hand he called on the turn.
Because the thing is, when Aaron check calls the turn, there's going to be some king of spades that check call the turn. Perhaps queen of spades as well. Whoa, Mateos folds. Aaron with the sick bluff on the end. But it's really representing so few hands.
One of those weird spots where they can't really have it and they can't really not have it.
All right. If you have 80% of the chips in play, do you have 80% chance of winning? If your skill is equal, almost. If you have equal skill with both opponents, the risk reward gets a little bit wonky because you have to put in a small blind and a big blind and an ante. So the shorter you are, the more of that small blind and big blind, it's easier to capture as a short stack. So like pretty much for all intents and purposes, yes. Although I think there would be small variations, like maybe 79% as opposed to 80. If skill was equal. Check on the flop. Mateo's got the best of it. Is he going to bet here or just check and take a free river? 724 million to 184. Heads up. Bet of 13 million and a fold from Aaron. $764. That's 764 people's starting stack in his stack right now. 764 people that caught the flight to the Bahamas, booked into the Baha Mart, woke up, took a shower, had a nice breakfast, walked down to the tournament area, bought in for their $10,000 if they hadn't already qualified through Party Poker, sat down with their fresh chips, started playing, and failed. That's what Mateos has sitting in front of him. 753 failures.
Aaron, main raising the button.
And one success story. That's him.
See this
That's him, man. That's the pessimistic way of looking at it, but hey. Going to a flop here. King, Jack, 5. Mateos with the best of it. 5 on the turn, as we're playing quick here.
pop bet on
Mateos 20 million, Aaron's out.
does fold. More of a call than his 6-3 was a moment ago.
A lot of money. It is, man. $1.35 million is a lot of money. Good narrative, good point. 764 deaths. True. It's true. King deuce against 10 deuce here. Wouldn't be a good time for a deuce deuce. As the Twitch Open is launching right now, actually, so I've got that open on the side. Good luck, everyone playing. There's still a lot of time to late register if you would like to play out there. It's $11 buy-in. King 9-7 on the flop. Mateos with the best of it for now. Again, flopping the top pair, and it's a bet fold.
You took his seat, man.
Yeah, I'm running so hard. I hit every flop.
I'm not hitting anything. I missed everything, and you turned.
So yeah, there's a $25 bounty on my head as well as all of Party Poker Team Online in this tournament. It's kicking off.
No more raising. On the next, it's all in. That's it.
Aaron's
Like 140.
surveying the damage. That's just about 15 big blinds. Started as a small lead.
Aaron with the 7-5. Gonna limp it in for 10,000. Adrian now in the big blind with the king queen. Gotta love his hand. Can go for an all-in shove here. Can also raise less than all-in and call a shove, which it looks like he's doing here. 35K. Aaron folds. Moving on. Further chip up to 814 million. I have tried to stream poker without delay hiding hole cards. I have. Doesn't work very well. But it works better than no stream. But the cards are really the fun part. Without the cards, it's quite difficult to do. It's even tough to do like sweat streams without cards.
Like, are you serious?
Yeah.
So,
You can do whatever you want. I'm not looking. I'm all in.
Wow.
I don't know what that was, but
If you put in 5, I get to act.
okay.
All in.
Call.
This is bizarre.
what just happened there? On in a call.
Mateos limps in with Jack 9. Aaron jams blind, has 10 deuce off, and
It's an all-in blind and a call. Jack 9 against 10 deuce. Okay. I mean, what just happened? We need to go back, man. 839.40. I want to go back and listen to what happened here. I'm turning it up so that we can hear the original sounds. You're the only pro playing the Twitch Open? Maybe for now. People usually late register by a bit, so you'll probably get a few more later on.
Is it possible, no?
Doesn't matter.
Let's hear what they have to say here.
Like, are you serious?
Yeah.
So,
You can do whatever you want. I'm not looking. I'm all in.
wow.
So he's all in blind. Okay, so Adrian's going to limp. He's all in, and then he calls. What's up, Icar? Hello.
so,
You just
heads
put
up
in,
for the
if you put
tournament
in
here.
5, I get to act.
okay.
All in.
Call.
This is bizarre.
Limp and a call. Here it is, man. This is it. Jack 9 against 10 deuce for the tournament. It's an all-in blind from Aaron. Is this it?
This may well
Mateos with the Jack 9 against the 10 deuce. Aaron behind with just 31%. I guess figures he needs to try his luck here and get something going on a bit of a slide.
Well, this will be a bizarre finish to the tournament.
268 million in the pot right now. We go to a flop. Ace 9 8. Adrian Mateos with the pair of nines has got the lead. Aaron needs a 10 and only a 10 to survive at this point. A few turns that give some outs. A jack, a queen, an 8. No, a 7.
Additional outs.
Queen of the turn. Okay, additional outs here. 3 jacks. 3 jacks. A 10 will make a straight for Mateos, actually. So only 7% here. Just 3 jacks left in the tournament. And if not, Adrian Mateos is our champion to the river. 6 of hearts on the end. Good game to Aaron Van Blarken, but Adrian Mateos is the winner of the 2019 Caribbean Poker Party Championship. And the take-home prize of $1.35 million. Vamos, Mateos. And an F for respect out there for Aaron Van Blarken as well in second position. $1,050,000 for his finish.
Chaos is the champion.
There it is.
Agreed. The rather sizable rail.
Look at the hype. $1.35 million for the win.
Mateos taking down the 20
He's going to get
points.
that huge trophy as well, man.
Caribbean Poker Party main event title.
High-fiving some of his teammates. Mr. Cameraman's in the way. There it is.
It has been here with the Super High Roller Bowl won by Dvorez. Super High Roller won by Adrian Mateos. In fact, both those men taking down 2 titles. Dvorez doubling up in the 20.
Feel good, man. I mean, a legend of the game. A guy that's been
Doubling up.
prolific,
Main event.
incredibly successful.
Style to that one, you could say.
Deserves the victory, man. There it is. Here's the results. $1,050,000 for Aaron Van Blarken. Adrian Mateos from Spain. $1.35 million. And the title of the Caribbean Poker Party main event final day. Did you guys have fun, man? That was fun, dude. Well, we got a host coming in as well. Slayer V1 fan dropping the host. Welcome everyone tuning in from Slayer's channel. 170 of you. What's up? What's up? Welcome. We're just sweating this live event, so we're on no delay right now in the chat. We're going to stream some online poker tonight, though. We're going to play some tournaments on Party, the KO series and stuff. But we've done 39 hours of this tournament. And in about 5 seconds, the broadcast is over.